Hi guys, hope you are doing well. Today let's discuss this Codeforces educational round 178 problem number C, card game. So this is a classic Alice and Bob problem where we are given n cards numbered from 1 to 8. At the beginning of the game, some of these cards are given to Alice and the rest are given to Bob. The rule of the game is I card can beat the J card if I is greater than J. There is one exception though, the first card can beat the last card. The game continues as each player has at least one card, and during each turn the following occurs. So Alice will first play her card, then after seeing that Bob will play his card. If Alice's card beats Bob's card, then Alice will take both the cards, otherwise Bob will take both the cards. A player can use the card that they have taken during one of the previous turn. This is an important point. Now we are asked to find who will win the game if both of them play optimally. Let's see the constraint. N is between 2 and 50, and it is also given that at least one card will be given to Alice and at least one card will be given to Bob. So let's see the first test case. Okay, the input is given in the form of string. If at index I the value is A, then ith card will be given to Alice. If the value is B, the ith card will be given to Bob. Simple enough. Now let's see the first test case, which is A and B. It means that the first card is given to Alice and the second card is given to Bob. Since we know that the first card can beat the last card, in this case Alice will win. Okay. In the second case we have B and A. Since Alice has no choice other than playing this last card, then Bob can place the first card and Bob can simply win this. So in this case Bob will win. Now let's see the intuition, how to approach this problem. Okay, suppose we have n cards 1 2 3 4 like this till n, and this is the order in which one card can beat another card, and this last card can only be beaten by the first card. This is the order. Now let's think which card can beat the most number of cards among all these cards. Which card can beat most number of cards? Is it the first card, is it the second card, or is it the last card? So obviously it is the last card, right? It can beat almost all the cards except for the first card. It can beat all the cards. Now let's think about the scenarios, what can happen. So since this is the most higher priority card, like the one who has this last card has the best probability of winning the game. So first thing, if Bob has this card, I'll write it like here, Alice and Bob. What do you think if Bob has this card in? What are the scenarios? Suppose Bob has the last card and he has some other card, at least one other card other than n, at least some other card he has. In this case, if Alice plays some card, anything other than, like, he has 1 2 3, anything she can have. If she plays anything other than 1, then Bob can play this last card and win this game. Suppose Alice plays some y which is not equals to 1, then Bob can simply play this last card and win this game. If Alice play the first card, okay, in that case Bob will place this x. This x can be anything, 2 3 4, anything, but it is assured that it will be greater than 1. Now in other case, if Bob has only n, okay, and Alice has all the other cards, In that case, Alice can play 1. Bob will have to place this n. In that case, Alice will win. So in the first case where Bob has 2 cards, one of them being n, in that case Bob will win, and in other case Alice will win, when Bob will have only that last card. Now let's go to the second case when this last card belongs to Alice. What will happen now? In this case, there can be another scenario that Alice has this first card also. Along with this last card, Alice has the first card. In this case, since this last card, when Bob has anything else, right? Since this last card can only be beaten by the first card, Alice will always play this last card n. No matter what Bob plays, Alice knows that she will anyway win this game. Okay. So in this case, when Alice has this last card and the first card, Alice will always win. This is Alice. Now what if Alice doesn't have this first card, right? What if Alice doesn't have this first card? Now in this case, we will check, does Alice has the second most valuable card? Does she have that? I'm talking about n-1, card number n-1. Does she have that? If she has this n-1 card and n, in this case, since this n-1 card can only be beaten by the last card and this last card belongs to Alice, she will always play this n-1, and no matter what Bob plays, she knows that she will win it anyway. No matter, Bob can have any card between 1 to n-2, it doesn't matter. Alice will always win this game. If Alice doesn't have the first card and the n-1th card, right, in that case Bob will win. Got it? Now let's see the code. Code is simple. We are checking, like, if n is 2, then we can have only 2 cases. One is AB, in that case Alice will win, and if it is BA, then Bob will win. Simple enough. We are taking the first card value, the last card, and the second last card value. We are checking if the last card belongs to Bob. Then we want to know if Bob has any other card other than the last card. In that case, Bob will always win. If that is not the case, if Bob has only the last card, then in that case Alice will win. What if the last card belongs to Alice? If the last card belongs to Alice, we want to know if the first card also belongs to Alice, or even if the second last card also belongs to Alice. In both the cases, Alice can win, as I show, right? If the first card or the second last card belongs to Alice along with the last card, then Alice can play optimally and win this game. If that is not the case, then Bob will win. Fine.